This is okay. If you want to be very precise, you just work with the ranges. For example, you can start doing like this on this side, and you can just open the space where you want to place a point. So the next is very easy. Orbit. Да нет его здесь. He's like Greek statue, no? His nose is broken. So orbit, it's the lowest point of the orbit. So orbit we place, and if we don't remember what planes, for example, what are the planes consist of, what points, we have a help here. For example, I go plus planes, and I see these two active planes I already did. It's camber and frontal horizontal. So for most people it's enough. But I want to do it is called the idealized occlusion plane. So let's see, it's stomion xi. So I need to place 2 points, stomion and xi. With xi, you wouldn't find xi point here. Xi point has to be constructed. It's a point that it was described by Ricketts. It's the middle of the ramus of the mandible. So how to do that? Very easy. You go to the ramus, and there are R means ramus. So what is R1? Is the deepest part of the curve of anterior border of the lower jaw branch. Branch is mistaken, jaw, it's not a branch. So, okay, so R1 would be here. R2 is opposite on the distal border of the ramus. Usually it's not mistake to place it just opposite R1 point. Then R3 is the deepest point of the, we call it, just a moment, let's for you to see, sigmoid notch. It's a problem here. I place it in a wrong, you see, because there is a problem, so I have to redo it again. I don't like the way I see this ramus. Oh, yes, that's better. Better to place it. Yeah, okay. And R4 will be on the lower border of the ramus, just parallel at the same level than the R3. So this is first xi point. Let's do the second. Okay, we did it. So, stomion. What is stomion? Who knows? It's Greek word. It's Greek word, guys. Yes, super. It's mouth. It's the point of the contact between upper and lower lip. So, it is not a bone. So we have to go to cutaneous. These are cutaneous points. Place plus. So we can make any soft tissue analysis. For example, for those who work with orthodontic surgeons, there is so-called RNet analysis for soft tissue planning when you do orthodontic surgery. Everything is here, so you don't have to use Dolphin, for example, which is a very expensive program. So, if I want to place stomion, I have to go to isosurface, and I have to adjust it a little bit. Look, you look so sad here. And this is Stomian. We'll see from all sides. Yeah, good. You agree? It will be a very nice avatar for your phone, you know. Every patient closes his eyes during CBCT. I don't know why. They all do that. I don't remember, did I do it to myself? So if it's too much, you know, menu, you just close it, but you don't close the point. So we go to tissue fixed. So right now, I think that I made all the points. No, not. I didn't do occlusal points. And actually it's not recommended by the guys who invented it, but I do that because I find it easier. What I do, I close the range and I put individual models and I remove upper model, and right now I have to place tooth 46. In Slavic concept, the occlusal plane is going from incisivus incisal, means incisal edge of the lower incisor, and distal cusp of the lower first molar, not distal buccal cusp, distal cusp, because lower first molar, distal cusp is higher than a distal cusp. Distal buccal cusp is higher than a distal. So this is this cusp here. Actually, it's second molar here. In that case, in classic analysis, I would have to improvise and I would have to think that the cusp is on this level. But I will place it on the second molar right now, which is not good, because definitely this is not occlusion plane I want to see, because this tooth is inclined, and it means that its distal cusp is going upwards. So our occlusal plane will be crazy, and we couldn't use it. But I don't want to confuse you with placing the dot in the air. So what we have, tooth number 36. So this is a distal cusp. And it's where, that's why I don't place on the basics of limetric analysis lower incisal point, because I'll place it right now. Incision inferius. So right now, occlusion plane is constructed. I remove it, and I open range. I think Panayotis looks sad. You think so too? Yeah. So look, we have here, this is our camper plane. Agree? This is our Frankfurt horizontal plane. Or in Slavic concept, it can be more or less axis orbital plane, like -8 degrees, but it's only for, actually Execa doesn't have gamma.